Hey guys, what's going on? Matthew Harris here, wealthofmatthew.com. You're watching Millionaire in the Making. I'm headed over to the post office actually to send out some samples. It's a bit of a gloomy day here in Miami Beach. Not really the typical weather that we love out here, but it's another day and we're blessed to see it. And you know, one thing as we go into 2013, I wanted to talk about is this really simple lesson that I've learned from studying history. For those of you who don't know, my favorite subject, absolute favorite subject in school was history and art actually. It's funny because when I was taking those classes, I always used to think, man, this is never going to help me make any money. But I was so interested in it that I was able to, that now looking back, I've actually learned a lot of lessons from history. You can learn a lot from the mistakes that have been made before and the success that people have made before. Anyway, one of the stories from history is one of the stories I love. It's a story about a guy named Hernando Cortes from Cuba. And in 1519, he set out with an army. He was a conqueror. That was his career. You know, like some people today are doctors and all different careers. He was a conqueror. Literally, that was his career. And he set out with a bunch of ships from Cuba, had some soldiers with him. He was after this treasure. It's one of the most famous treasures in the world. Everyone knew about this treasure, but nobody had ever either found it or taken it. You know, so it was really an elusive treasure. Anyway, so he sets out. He has this mission in mind. All of his men are on board. He purposely chose men that he thought were going to be focused on the mission. And he sat down with them. He painted a vision of what their life was going to be like once they got this treasure, how their family would be rich, and now they wouldn't have to work anymore, and things like that. He was a classic leader. Got the vision together, got his army focused on the vision, and then set out to accomplish it. Well, they landed on the land where they're supposed to get this treasure. And on the way there, Hernando Cortes started to realize some issues because his men started coming to him and say, "Hey man, this isn't working. We're not so excited about about this mission anymore. Maybe we need to go back." You know, so they're having some doubts all the way on the way over there. They're looking at the fact that nobody else had ever taken this treasure. Now, so what made them think that they could do this? So they had doubts in their minds. Guys, people are going to have doubts. You're going to have doubts on your journey. So watch what happened. Watch what Hernando did to handle this. When he got to the land, they touched down. His army was a little bit hesitant to get off the ships. So what he did is he got them together, thought about having a motivational speech, thought about maybe let me get these guys fired up, let me get them excited about it, let me tell them again what the vision is, how their lives are going to change because of us taking this treasure and all this stuff. Started thinking through what he could do. And then he started to really dive a little deeper. He said, you know what we need to do is this. So he got everybody together and said to them straight up, guys, or gentlemen, soldiers, whatever the term was back then, 3 words is all he said: burn the boats. And now, of course, you can imagine if you're a soldier in this army and your only way to get home was on those boats, you're not going to be very excited about this news. But he was able to rally the guys together and they burnt the boats. I'll tell you this, they came together behind this vision of taking this treasure like nothing else, because at this point they had 2 options: either die or take the treasure and go home in the boats of the people they were going to conquer. That was basically, their only 2 options. And as soon as everyone understood that, their level of commitment went through the roof. These guys went out there and guess what? They did it. They conquered and they took the treasure that no one in history they've been able to take, and they were able to leave in the boats of those they conquered. Now, there are several lessons you want to look at this. As you're going into 2013, my question to you is, what boats do you need to burn? Boats that are holding you back. A comfort zone maybe that you know that if you didn't step out a little bit further than where you are right now, you'd be okay. Can I tell you this? You'll never be successful in your comfort zone. You have to stretch beyond that. So when things get uncomfortable or things get a little scary, get excited, because now you have to commit to making it happen. Your only options for success in 2013 is that. You're either going to succeed or you're going to die. So look at your life right now and think to yourself, what are the boats that you need to burn? What are some relationships that might be holding you back? What are some mindsets that might be holding you back? What are maybe a job that's been holding you back? You've been wanting to go out there and leap out on the limb for a long time. I'm not telling you to go out and do anything crazy, but for some of you that are really hearing this, you know you've been holding on to your comfort zone for too long, and it's time to burn your boats. So I'll see you in 2013 having a spectacular year. My challenge to you guys is to burn your boats, live your life like it's an epic adventure, and absolutely crush your goals in 2013. So Matthew Harris here with wealthofmatthew.com. You're watching Millionaire in the Making. I'll see you in 2013. Take care. Like I always say, dream, then find a way. God bless.